Reasonable Doubt family, we are back. We are back. We are here to discuss episode 10 of Reasonable Doubt. It was an absolute banger, very emotional episode. I'm here with my panel here. I got to ask everybody their thoughts. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how did they like this episode? I got to start off with Monique 69 Ways. Talk to me, Mo.
Yes, it was an emotional roller coaster for real, but I enjoyed it. I give it a 10, especially because the person who we found out on the live, Wendy, was that person. He was that person was not on my radar. Okay, but yeah, it was just a lot of emotional roller coasters, twists and turns of who did it and people taking their life. So,
Mm, mm. Miss Kara?
mm-mm.
I'm gonna give it the 10. I waited and I waited and I waited. I'm gonna give it the 10. I hate that we lost Ozzy, but we figured out what happened to Wendy, and yeah, a couple other good things happened, and a couple other not so good things happened. But it was a great finale.
Letitia?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm on an emotional roller coaster. That's how it was for me. Definitely a 10, mind blown, and we just have to get into it.
That we will. Vacay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely an emotional ride. Up and down, crazy twists. Some stuff we expected and some stuff we did not expect at all. So that's getting a 10, 10, and a 10 and a 10.
Yeah. So overall, it looks like it's tens across the board. Also, I want to shout out the audience that's watching us currently on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We always appreciate it when y'all come through and leave y'all comments. Let's get into Reasonable Doubt, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Okay, so now we basically are getting Kristen and Daniel. They're having this conversation, right? Did you kill Wendy? But at the same time, we're getting this whole flashback scene of Ozzy being at the cabin, that whole nine with his boy Alex. He also asked Wendy about the sex tape, right? But even before that, right there, the mom lets him know before you go off with your little white princess, it's something that you need to know. And I really feel like this was a cataclysmic event that completely set Ozzy off when he found out about the sex tape. Sex tape, because when he was on the bed, he was asking Wendy, "Yo, show me what you was doing to old buddy who was on the video." She's like, "Are you high right now? Have you lost your mind?" Of course, like I said, they're at that cabin as well, and we get our old friend Monica. She appears at the cabin as well. I was like, "Oh, I thought you was Wendy." She's like, "Listen, I need Wendy to sign that NDA." Of course, she scratches Ozzy. That's where those marks from the chest come, and all hell is breaking loose. Letitia, what did you think about this whole scenario right here?
You gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to pass right now.
Okay, no problem. We'll go to Miss Kara.
Oh Lord. The thing that I was more concerned about is they sat there and they had that whole conversation, and then they were like, "Oh, the verdict is in." No, no, no. We're gonna finish the rest of this conversation in the car, or maybe they did, and they just didn't show it to us. I was more concerned about that.
They did.
This whole thing was like, because it was a story, but then it wasn't the story. So I was just like, taking notes in my head, and then it was like, nah. Later on in the episode, it was like, never mind. So. I need to see the full conversation mode. That's what I want to see. Give me the whole conversation.
The entire conversation was needed. Vacay J.
I ain't believe a word that was coming out that girl's mouth. Okay. Whatever she was saying, I was like, why should I believe you? Like, you are a liar. And Daniel, yeah, he going along with it, whatever. But yeah, dog, like she got a strap in her hand. She's looking at the verdict, like, you're insane. So whatever comes out of your mouth, nah. But seeing how this scenario kind of played out, I was like, okay, we off to a good start.
Mo?
Yeah, she draw me in with this story, and then the verdict came. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me! Like, really? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, her story was kind of flawed at the beginning, especially when she said she took Whitney to the cabin. I'm like, by yourself? I'm like, that's not believable. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Letitia, did you want to speak on this one?
Yeah, I'm just okay. So I was mad about the hypocrisy of the mother, and then Kristen. I saw a video of the two actors together where they were like dancing together and everything, and I was like, "Now, Kristen, you just had to go and ruin it." I mean, because they look cute. Like I was kind of lightweight rooting for them, and it's like this can't be. This can't be, unfortunately. But interesting too. I really thought she was just gonna blurt it out and say, "Yeah, I did it," right there, and we didn't get that. So in starts the first incline of the roller coaster.
It has been a roller coaster indeed, because the verdict is in. Ozzy Edwards versus the people. Let's talk about it now. The case is in. Ozzy has won the case. Hip hip hooray. We were so happy for Ozzy. I was kind of nervous because I really didn't know how the writers were going to spin this right here, because we know the situation is going to happen with Jax later on. But again, I was nervous about this. It's a celebration for Ozzy, right? Guys, what did y'all think about Ozzy winning the case? Because we also know this right here. Jax invite him also to come over to the house to celebrate, but he mentions that, I'm going to hang out with some of my other friends instead. She's like, well, are they going to be sober? Jay, what'd you think about the verdict? Was you happy about the Ozzy situation? He's free as of right now.
Yeah, I was happy for my brother getting off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only right for him to get off. All right, because he don't know what's going on. Remember, he is just not as smart as the average bear. So it's only right, man. We don't want to lock up a brother that really don't know, how to tie his own shoe, or go to the rope store. You know what I'm saying? He's just not going to survive if he got locked up. So I was very, very happy about this verdict. I was a little bit nervous when he did say he's going to hang out with his friends, because again, we're trying to be as clean as possible. So when she did invite him over, I was like, good, invite him over again, because he could be safe. But no, I'm gonna hang out. I was like, oh Lord, here we go, bro. You just got off, and then you're gonna go back to the friends that kind of messed you up in the first place. So I was just like, I hope he stays strong. That's what I was thinking at the time. But I was very, very happy that Jax won the case. Let's be specific. Jax and her team won the case. Not you, Bill. We'll get to you and we'll talk to you in a minute. All right. But I was happy for Jax.
Yeah, absolutely. Mo?
Yes, I was glad that I'm like, it better be innocent, because it's clear as day when he got on the stand that he was innocent of unaliving, and the prosecutor, evidence was not strong. It was circumstantial evidence, so it's like, okay. So yeah, I'm glad he got off. Definitely when he said he was going to see some friends, I was like, here we go again. I'm like, please don't go see them friends. Yeah, so I'm just happy, and look at him bowing down, shaking her hand with a little bow. Yeah, you already know who in charge, who run that case. It was Jack. So yeah, I don't even she better than me, because I think what he pulled when he tried to, with the partners, when the partners came to her talking about Bill do the close statement. Look, she professional, so there's that.
She is a professional, Letitia. Your thoughts?
She is a professional, because the way I would have ignored him, and also given him a little jab, like, oh, you thought you could do it better than me? Checkmate. But as far I mean, I was happy about the verdict, but I was also a little bit sad because this don't mean, okay, that means he didn't get convicted of this particular crime, but his life ain't changed none. He still got these raggedy people in his life. And these friends that he went to go visit, I was like, you mean the same friends that didn't show up for you at court?
Mm.
You mean the same friends that wasn't out there when the paparazzi was, tugging at your suit?
Mm.
See, this is why I was sad about it, because I'm like, he really has no one that he could really turn to except for Jax. And in my opinion, that wasn't even appropriate, or it wasn't good for either one of them, in my opinion.
Right.
But
I
we'll get to
agree.
it.
Miss Kira.
I mean, we knew Jax was gonna win, whether the case was good or bad. We knew Jax was gonna win. And Jax, she be doing her thing. Now, it was a little inappropriate for her to invite him over, but that's what she been doing. She warms up to her clients. They had a rapport, fine. But I need Ozzy. I mean, he made better decisions later, but like that's just supposed to be the starting point of you making better decisions and not putting yourself in certain situations when there doesn't seem to be anybody else that has your best interest at hand. So that's the lesson I needed him to learn. And unfortunately, he got that just a little bit too late.
All facts, all facts. And as we talk about the one and only Billable Bill. Bill makes me laugh. Now, Bill comes out, hey, him and the partners, hey, good job. You know what I mean? You guys, y'all won the case. Good job. Bill's like, well, we did, but, I think you guys need to put a little bit more respect on Jack's name. The partners come to the conclusion that, well, Bill, are you letting us know that you really didn't help out that much on this case? Because I see you riding and taking up for Jack. We easily can pull back you making partner. You know what I'm saying? If that's such an issue for you, Miss Kira, Bill, are you happy with him riding with Jax at the end of the day? What do you think about?
No, he full of crap. Bill is for Bill. Don't backpedal now, Bill. You just asked to close. Don't stand up there now and tell them people it is all Jack. She's the greatest of all times. It was all her. No, don't do that now. Where was all of that last week when you was like, well, I need you to do something for me then. Don't stand up for her now. Don't do it now, Bill. It's okay. We don't want it.
Letitia, Bill's ride or die, right, Letitia?
For himself, absolutely. But I'm like, what a show clown, though. Because when they came back to him and said, oh, well, if you didn't do anything, I was like, that right there. That's exactly what Jax was telling you about, that they want you to be a puppet for them. Why does he not see this? But he doesn't care. What do they call it? Hook or crook. He gonna be a partner. He just gonna be a partner. Never mind the fact that he gonna be a puppet partner. But okay, do you then, Bill? Because this is not gonna go well for you. You're gonna be all dapper in your suit and everything, but when you go to do something that they don't like, you're gonna see exactly what Jax was talking about.
Yeah.
Now, also, while all of this is going on in the office, we got Daniel here with Jax. Daniel got the tea from Kristen. Couldn't think of her name right now. He got the tea from Kristen about the whole ordeal when it came to Ozzy, when it came to the cabin, when it came to the sister. He has all the info, all the intel. Jax is completely shocked. We know later on she's going to use this tea, this information to get Kristen to tell her side of the story. Jay, are we glad that Daniel is basically a secret spy, even though it can be dangerous when it comes to him getting this information that we need?
I mean, it was dangerous from the beginning, for Daniel. I mean, him falling in love definitely clouded his vision and clouded everything in the mission. But it was good. It was a good thing because he did get close enough where she did tell him whatever story it was. Right. So I am happy that he got the information. Of course, we find out the truth at the end. But yeah, Daniel, he did his job, even though it was very risky when you're getting frisky. All right. You can take that quote if you want. Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot. Mo, what are your thoughts about this whole tea spilling situation of a scene here?
So this is the scene where Daniel told what Christian had told him the
Mm-hmm.
whole story, because we got half at the beginning. So we just told the whole scenario that she's the one who uh had took Wendy back to the cabin, and Ozzy came drugged up,
Mm-hmm.
high off his mind, passed out on the couch. And in the midst of that, he was like, "What's going on here?" He was trying to help untie Wendy, and he passed out, and she untied herself and escaped out the door. And Christian said she grabbed a blicky and hit her in the arm, hit her in the head or whatever. And Alex was there. Alex was there. He was there. He was just outside by the car. And she threw money at him. So that was her story.
Mm.
And then you said he was glad that he glad he don't got siblings like this. And that made Jax text what's her name? Chelsea.
Chelsea, yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And of course, back at Jack's household, we got an old friend that's coming to dinner. Corey Cash pulled up, and he got a whole fiance as well, right? They came through.
Brandy.
Yeah, because we know Jax and her man, they're going to try to set the mood with some music or whatever. I think it was like 90s R&B or neo soul, one or two. Corey is officially in the building. They take a look at that ring. They can't believe the size of that ring. Like, congratulations. And I can see the tension also forming between Lewis and Corey. Hey, man, congratulations. I think Lewis was thinking to himself, you know what? I'm glad this man's finally married, so I ain't got to worry about him potentially getting frisky.
Oh my gosh.
Potentially getting frisky or getting freaky with my woman, because men can tell when another man's trying to scope his woman out, right? So Jax, she's unwinding, what I'm saying, finding community and comfort with Corey. She talks about her day with this case and all that, and situation with partners, Bill, the whole nine. Corey's like, the partners, they kind of offered me a deal also underneath the table, but I didn't take it because I was looking out for you. I'm looking out for myself. And he was like, well, they're basically going to offer you a pay cut. She's like, wait, what? You would be under me. You would be junior. How could they do that right there? Oh, my God. That was the final straw. I really do believe that was the final straw for Jax when we found out what these partners are trying to do behind her back. Letitia, what do you think about this right here?
First of all, as much as we love us some Corey Cash, two things. One, don't say he gonna be in the season and we see him on episode 1 and then episode 10, first of all. And second of all, again, Jax being highly inappropriate. First of all, why didn't they do a little something? I mean, they didn't go all the way, but they did a little something. Why would you have a man in your husband's face? And lastly, Corey, you didn't been to the house before. We didn't have conversations prior to this. Why are you just now telling her about what the partners was doing? You just rolled out, didn't say nothing, and now it just looked like, so you just going on without your, about your life. But you could have been, y'all are friends. You should have said something to her about this situation when it was happening. I'm not feeling that.
Miss Kira, I don't think none of us are feeling it, Miss Kira.
We are not. And I needed Lewis to fix his face because he came in there with another woman. Why did you have to wait until the ring part for you to be like, oh, congrats? No, he's there with another woman. And I thought that was just a fantasy. I didn't think they did nothing. I thought they showed us they did something, but then they didn't do nothing. They did something. I don't know, child. In any case,
no, it was a fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
okay,
but
it was Corey's fantasy though.
Well, see, then he shouldn't have came.
I think that's why he was distancing himself from Jax, because he realized that's why he went with Brandy, who in the last season case Like, okay, he kind of realized he ready to settle down. So and Jax is taken, and
Right.
even I remember Lewis stepping to him last season because I remember he came in to Jack's place
Yelling
and
at
was
Jax.
yelling at Jax, and then Lewis like,
Yeah.
"Wait, hold on, partner." So that's why
Mhm.
And I
that's a
get
little
that.
tricky there.
I get that part, but it's like we clearly should have moved past that. He's coming here with another woman, so I wanted Lewis to do better. And I agree. Corey should have told her
Hard to
earlier
get
than
past
this,
something you ain't seen nobody
because
forever.
I feel like you had no other opportunity to tell her. Like she came to the little dinner with you, and then you was working on the case a little bit at the beginning, and they did give us to him like 2-3 episodes when he was on the flyer, so that was kind of But at least we got to see him. Maybe get to see some more of him next season. I don't
Mm,
know.
mm, mm. Mo, did you want to add any more to this? I know you was talking a little bit. Did you want any more? Or were you done?
I was done. Yeah, he came a little bit late with this information. Um, he probably really felt guilty when she was talking about Bill of it all and the partners and stuff. He probably like, dang, they still some a-holes. Like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you this information. Like, they still. He said, I thought he probably thought it was just him, but no, they on some other stuff. He like, yeah, nah, I'm
Mm,
just tell her this information. Yeah, so it was good to see Corey. I just thought when the beginning of Ozzy case was started, I thought that was gonna be the end of him for the rest
mm.
of the season. But it was a good surprise. Him and Brandy. Hopefully we
Yeah,
see them next season.
yeah. They had to give you all a little surprise. I mean, the crew, they know how much the writers, producers, I mean, they know how much the ladies love Morris Chestnut. You know what I'm saying? Jay,
Mm-hmm.
but Jay, you can always tell when another man is sizing you up. I just want to talk to you, Jay. What do you think about the interaction between those two men right there? And you can talk about the scene in general, but I just want to know what your
Yeah,
thoughts about that interaction right there.
yeah. I mean, you could see Lewis, man. He was just real stiff. Like, he wasn't really as welcoming as
Mm-hmm.
Jax was. You know what I'm saying? Even when it was like, "Oh, congratulations," he's just standing there like, just watching him, observing. See if he gonna try to cop a feel in front of his fiance. But of course, that's his insecurity, right? Because the boy is insecure. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know what it is when he was over Tony's house. Like, did he find out? That's the question. Did he find out that Corey and Ozzy was over the house while he was over there with Tony? Did he ever find that out? I don't know. But yeah, definitely tense. And I think he is happy that fine, yeah, let's go get married, go get out of here, go back to Chicago. Like,
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah,
That's one less thing I need because I'm dealing with so much already. So this
exactly.
is just another element coming in. So the quicker you get in, we have a good time, and you get out, the more I'll be relieved.
Mm, mm. All facts. Speaking of getting out, and I will be relieved. Hopefully, when these two can finally leave, but I thought it was gonna leave, but I guess not. I guess it's gonna basically bleed on to the next season. I'm talking about Chelsea and Eddie.
Mhm.
Oh my God! What a segue, right? What a segue, people. I'll see y'all in the comments. Anyway, listen, I am over this storyline right here, but we'll talk about it. Now, of course, for some reason, I thought Jax was going to have a little bit more smoke for her sister, but she seemed to be so calm and just trying to hear her out, right? This scheming dynamic duo of Eddie and Chelsea. Wow. Now, Chelsea and Jax are on the boardwalk out here in Laguna Beach. They're talking. You know what I mean? She's like, well, when it comes to Eddie, he needed some money, right? But because Mama Lou was sick, things kind of changed, right? Eventually, and Chelsea also says, well, I want to build a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Eddie to come between us, right? Yeah, yeah. Eddie, on the flip side, he mentions something a little bit similar to that, right? When it comes to them about the whole money situation, how Chelsea needed money, and for Jack, she's like, you know what? Right now, I don't want none of this. I don't want a dad. I don't want a sister. Eddie says, baby girl, I love you. Jax knows that she's being played by one, or if not both. Oh my God, Mo stepped away. Let me go to Miss Kira. Thoughts on this scene right here?
I don't trust neither one of them. And Jack should not either. I think she was taking it all in because she was cool, calm, and collective. I think she was listening to her, and then when she went and talked to her daddy, listening to him, and it was kind of the same story, but not the same story, and it sounded a little fishy, and I guess we're gonna get some more of that next season too, because I needed to get some resolution on that, but we couldn't wrap everything up in one episode, so. I just want Jax to keep those eyes open. I'm glad that she told him, listen, I don't know if I need a daddy or if I need a sister. I need a break. It's a lot going on right now. So
it is indeed a lot going on, Letitia.
Yep, Joe and Joanne the scammers. Period. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. They both telling each other stories, telling on each other. They talking behind each other's back. And if Jax falls for this, I'm like, no, I would question her law degree. Because ma'am, no. And then I did want to just highlight too, thank you, Patricia Crawford, for the $5 super chat. I believe that is for Monique. Woo woo. Thank you. And that's all I got.
Nice. Mo, thoughts on this right here? Are you over this duo, Mo, or you still want them to continue for next season?
This definitely can lead up to next season. Yeah, they both are trash. Like I said, like I'm glad that Jack said to bump both of y'all. I'm gonna step away, and cause both of y'all cannot be trusted. Y'all throw each other under the bus, so y'all cannot be trusted. So I'm gonna step away until I say otherwise. So I'm glad that Jax took that approach, but I definitely can see both of them coming in next season. So.
Jay, did you think that they would finish up this storyline in this season, or did you also expect for this season? I mean, the storyline to bleed over onto the next season. Is he frozen?
Yeah, he was frozen.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. We'll transition on then. All good. So now
But I just want to say one thing. I want to know what the money she needed for. Like, what's this money they trying to con Jax? That's the question.
right.
What's this money is for, and how much money they trying to con out of her? That's the question I need to answer for next season.
Yes.
Okay, you can go on, Lauren.
Yeah, you're right, Mo. I mean, you do bring up a good question. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the money for? Is it money for one of Chelsea's six children, or is it something else that we just don't know about? Now it's a celebration, which is celebration. Ozzy is here with this boy. I forgot to do names. I'm gonna call him Cordell because that's what y'all been calling him anyway. Celebration. You know what I'm saying? We got some Asian baddies here, the whole nine, right? For Ozzy, he's in a tough situation, right? You just got free from your case, and now you're going right back to where the demons basically haunted you at, kind of, right? Now, Cordell, again, I forgot to do a real name from Love Island, but the actor's name. Anyway, his friend here supplies him with some drugs. He's like, yo, you deserve it. Celebrate. You had a good time. Ozzy's like, you know what? I kind of got somewhere else I need to be. Like, I don't want to be caught up in this situation right here. I felt bad for Ozzy because this is going to be very, very bad for him. Miss Kira, thoughts about this whole party scenario? If that's your boy, why is your boy trying to bring you down? Thoughts, Miss Kira?
Now, Ozzy knew he didn't have no business being over there with that in the first place, but there he was, and I think he thought he could handle it. And once he was in the thick of it, he couldn't. And Serena, come get Cordell, because what are you doing? What are you doing? You're responsible for all this. I mean, not really, because we're adults and we make decisions, but you didn't help the situation. Because he said no, and you said yeah, and he said no, and you said okay, take this to go bag with you. So yeah, I'm glad he did finally at least leave, but he didn't have no business doing that in the first place.
Absolutely not, Mo.
This is like what I said in my recap review. I was hoping that he didn't take the bag. You know how you can put stuff down before you leave? Okay, I saw him grab a water. And you can see the uncomfortableness. Seemed like he was out of his element when he walked into the party. And I'm glad it's not at his house. He can walk away, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was just hoping that he would have left them drugs on the counter.
Man, man, that red bag, Letitia, that red bag. Why did he take it?
I mean, an ill person is going to do their thing, unfortunately. But I agree.
Just
I
in
feel like
case.
there's yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like there's an accountability that goes all the way around. So while Cordell didn't have no business, I agree. Ozzy had no business being there. Cordell had no business giving it to him, and Ozzy had no business taking it home. He could have dropped it off, even if he didn't drop it in the house because maybe he wanted to save face or whatever. You could have threw it in the trash or whatever. Just don't leave with it, because it's like, are you or are you not committed to this new life you had? Like, you got a second chance. You're
Mm,
out from under this case, so now you have the opportunity to start over. And so, just tragedy ensues, child.
wow.
Oops.
Yeah, yeah. It's a tough situation. But Ozzy realizes, you know what? I don't think I'm cut out for this environment, so I'm going to go see my friend Jax. Right? He goes to Jack's house and they're at dinner, having a good time, telling stories. Him and Naima, they're taking selfies. You know what I'm saying? He's giving props to Lewis, Jax, Mama Lou. Everybody's there, right? But then after dinner, that's when things kind of go down in a worse way. This scene right here is the scene that everybody on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Everybody's talking about this scene. Dinner is over. Jax tells Ozzy, it's time for you to break the cycle. What do you mean break the cycle? I'm getting ready to send you to rehab. Wait, what? You send me to rehab, Jax? I can't do it. Jax, I'm not strong enough. You can do this right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a horrible situation, right? Because now she's saying that I love you. And he's like, well, I love you too, but I'm so upset. I'm so mad at you, Jax, for doing this to me. This was just a heartbreaking scene right here. Mo, thoughts about this right here?
Yeah, this is definitely heartbreaking for definitely for anyone. um for me, when I like I said in my recap, I know she meant it from her heart, but when it comes to addicts, they do not like to be surprised, especially like this. This is
Mm,
not a good surprise for them. They gonna rebel like a mug. But yeah, so it's just like having an intervention. Like they have to want the help. They have to admit to their addiction. Then they got to be willing to receive this help. And I know she mean well, but it was just I was like, you was like she did cross the boundary.
mm,
Like that was your client. Like y'all's not friends. Like you only know for 6 months. I appreciate I appreciate her trying to be there for him and do the right thing, do right by him, what his parents couldn't do, I should say.
mm-hmm,
And but yeah, they don't like surprises. Addicts do not like surprises, and it's like another thing somebody is doing to him. Like it's like he don't have no control of his life. He's like, damn, I just won this case. I'm excited, and then now you trying to put me away. It's like he does have no control at all, and he trying to get back control after he probably thought he was gonna get back control of his life after the case. So it was just heartbreaking.
mm, mm, mm. Jay, welcome back, my brother. Thoughts about this heartbreaking, emotional scene right here?
Okay, this is when she's sending them off to rehab, right?
Yep, we going to rehab.
Okay.
Mine too.
Man. I agree with what Mo was saying. Like another situation that he has no control over. that he doesn't believe that he can conquer. It's just another challenge to him, right? And he feels like he can, he'll be all right without it, but no, this is what he needed for the longest time. For the longest time, his parents refused to put him in rehab.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because they wanted him to keep working. But as I mentioned before, like I believe, and from what I'm observing, Rosie was the one that was kind of like putting him on to, oh, take this, take that, da da da, you'll make it through. Kept pushing him to get the job done, but kept feeding him medicine down his throat, and that was kind of like the gateway for him to take everything else. So with this though, Jax had great intentions, right? Jax loves him like it's her son, like he's her son. And I think if my boy Spencer was going through this, she would do the same thing. So I'm not going to say that she's wrong in doing what she did. Like, as a parent, I'm sure you would have to be brave enough to send your son or daughter off to rehab, but that's what's best for them.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, as parents, we got to do what's best for our kids. There's a way in which you got to do it, right? But this was just bad timing.
I think she wrong, period.
Huh?
I think she wrong, period. For her, she is not in his. She only known him for 6 months.
No, I get what you're saying.
If it was Spencer, that's different, but I would give her some leeway. But for Ozzy, no.
Again, I'm sure this conversation had to happen with Rosie. Had to happen with whoever's in charge right now, right? Rosie.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know if she necessarily had a conversation with the parents. I kind of felt like she was running the show, because I kind of feel like now she feels like that is her son. I mean, it's not her son, but she's so attached to him, and it feels like it is the son. Like her
how would
son.
she explain that? How would she explain if she didn't talk to Rosie? How would she explain that to Rosie? That, oh yeah, by the way, I just sent your son off to rehab. He's not going to be around for the next 6 months.
I mean, this is why it's an overstep.
Right.
She go ahead.
Okay, y'all ready? Because
yeah, go ahead.
In truth,
I'm about to let it sing.
Okay, because like Jax, I hear you. You understand? I understand your intention, but girl, you was wrong. You were inappropriate bringing him there. You were inappropriate calling those people. How is it that he's too dumb to do things for himself? I mean, how is it that you use this as a whole scheme, or not scheme, but a strategy that he can't do these things, but then you're still treating him like a child. He is actually a grown man. Even though you use the strategy that he was like a child, he's actually a grown man. And furthermore, he said he wasn't ready. You can't make people, I mean, the court can make you, but that still doesn't make you clean. You have got to want this for yourself. You can't just tell someone who was ill, because that's what addiction is. It's an illness. When they're ill, they have the right. They should have their own autonomy when it comes to their own well-being. This is why I hesitate to say blame, but I blame her a little bit, because this is why it was so important that she not invite him to the house like that. You're getting attached. That man is your client. He's not your son. And the other thing is that I feel like her position, like everything in this season, Ozzy is parallel to her own trauma, which she has not addressed with her daddy. Right. And that is why it's wrong. That's why it's an overstep. That's why she had no business. And I was on a panel. I saw a panel where someone had mentioned, like, oh, no, she was just giving him a choice. No, she didn't give him a choice. She literally
20
said,
minutes away.
Yeah, she said the peoples are coming. You called the peoples on this man, and they coming to get him. And they're trained to, like, what is the word? They're trying to take you down
Restrain
physically,
you.
restrain you. Thank you. So it was out of bounds. It was out of pocket, and now she gonna have his death on her conscience. I'm sorry, because he was wrong.
Miss Kira, can you talk to us about this emotional scene?
I pretty much agree with everybody else. Her heart was in the right place, but that wasn't her decision to make. It was a decision that he needed to make, and to spring it on him like after this dinner was kind of crazy. I wish if that's what she was going to do, at least if she even had done it under another setting, maybe I'd have felt better. But just all the way around, it just wasn't a good situation for Ozzy. And then you give him the 20 minutes by himself to his own vices. Now you didn't know you bought something. He bought something with you, but last time he took the mama stuff, so he could have took your stuff. He could, to say his goodbyes. So
Yeah. And unfortunately, speaking of saying goodbye, Jax tells Ozzy, go up to Spencer's room, get yourself together, get your thoughts together. And he does do that, unfortunately. Jax goes in to check in on him. And the drugs that he got, he took them for one more last high, and he is passed out, unconscious, dead in Spencer's room. On top of that, not to mention he took his last selfie with the fan, Naima. And of course, we have this list here. Now, on this list, these are things that we typically all do every single day. You know what I'm saying? We going to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the movies. These are things that Ozzy didn't get a chance to do because he wasn't considered to be normal. He made this list. This is what he was hoping to do. Letitia, thoughts about this scene? Of course, Lewis was there also with Jax. But that list, though, Letitia, that list.
I don't know. All I know is this is the only thing. This isn't triggering for me, but I'll say that this actually happened to my brother. And I mean, in terms of like Ozzy, a person who might have been clean for a certain amount of time. In this case, my brother was clean for a while, but when you go back to using the same or what they were using previously, causing you to OD, that happened, and that is sad. And that's really all I have for this, because like I said, it's not triggering, but in the event that it might turn that way, I think that's all I'm gonna say about this scene. It was very sad.
Understandable.
Understandable. Miss Kira?
I don't know if there's much to say. The list was surprising because when I first watched it, I watched it on my phone, so I had to go back because I'm like, wait, what did that say? Was he, was it that kind of letter? But no, it was just go to the amusement park, go to the store. But now, did he make that when he was in the room, or did he make that before he got there? Because
I think that's a list that he already made. I believe that
he already made that.
I think that was just something he wanted to do. I think he already made that.
Yeah, maybe
I wouldn't be surprised.
That
He
wouldn't
made
stop
that
Jax anyway.
Go
Because I
ahead.
was very sick. What'd you say, Mom?
You done? I was just saying that's the list he probably made after his testimony. Because remember, they said he can't do this for himself, so I'm pretty sure he made a list of stuff he got to do.
Yeah. Jay. Thoughts?
Super sad, man. Just super sad. Just super sad. He busted under pressure. I wish he didn't go and hang out with his boys. I wish he would have left that little package that his friend gave him. He was like, "Hey, I'm staying clean. Yeah, well, you deserve it." And put it in his hand. He should have just left it right there, bro. This was just sad. Like, just think about, like, you've never done these things. Like, we've all done these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of like a wish list. It's kind of like, when I grow up, this is what I want to do. Because you've all said it. Like, he's been trapped as a child actor. He's been sheltered so much that normal stuff that we do, they can't do. So it was just super sad, man. Not too much to say.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the chorus while this is happening, as we transition on, we get the song by Luke James. Luke James is playing in the background. We are at Ozzy's funeral. We got Monica there, Daniel's there, everybody's there at this funeral here. And while they're in the process of burying him, I really hate how Bill came along trying to express, how he felt about what was going on with them at work. Bad timing, absolutely. But I do appreciate Jack's, I didn't do a slide for this, but I just talk about it. I do appreciate her talking to her son. You know what I mean? Just letting him know if you have any issues, basically, please come to me. But the only other issue I had with that, I understand because she wasn't in the scene, but I would love her to be in the scene, was why, again, I would have loved for Naima to be in the scene. But do you guys felt like Jack should also have that whole conversation, you know what I mean, with the daughter as well? Jay, what do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure some type of conversation was happening, but this kind of lined up. I think they wrote it. It kind of lined up where somebody she considered a son
Mm,
is gone, and now her real son is like there. Like I think Ramallah Muhammad wanted to drive that point that she was just stressing of the fact that anything you have on your mind, do not hide it from me. You can talk to me.
mm,
Naima, I'm sure that conversation is going to happen, but for this particular scene, this was the lineup for that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mo, we do need to have a conversation with Naima also, right? Or are you just cool with the way it was already set up? Thoughts?
Of course, she gonna have to have a conversation as well with Naima. But like Jay said, it just lined up because of Ozzy being a male, and he's a child star, was a child star, and she know how her son Spencer is in his music and in the arts and stuff like that. So she just want to make sure, and in that kind of if he go in that industry, just want to make sure he can always come to her if stuff get tough. And I'm like, he said, I'm not gonna do anything for cloud. I'm not gonna even touch drugs. He said, yeah, I definitely will come to you. So
Mm, yeah, yeah. So, all these song titles are named after Jay-Z. One of my favorite songs he has coming up on the next slide called Family Feud, right? Nobody wins when the family feuds, right? Now, in the last couple of days, the mom says, well, Orcel, I guess he decided to choose you and be with you, right? You won, Jax. You won. Nobody won. We both lost somebody deeply that we care about. What are you talking about that we won? Letitia, nobody won in this scene right here.
Nobody. And this woman, Rosie, is soulless.
Mm,
Why would this ever be a conversation you would have at your child's repast? First of all, parents shouldn't have to bury their children. And now you're in a position where you do, and your conversation is about someone else because you're feeling guilty because you weren't the mother you should have been. That's not Jax's problem. That's your problem. Inappropriate. And then also, can I just say about the funeral? I was so mad at the funeral scene. Like, first of all, I was shocked. Like, I felt like it went so fast. I
right.
wasn't even sure if he had made it or not. Then all of a sudden we saw that casket. I was like, oh Lord. But I didn't like the way that they were carrying the casket out all fast. And it was just, the whole thing was just, again, this is why this episode was such a roller coaster. I felt like none of the scenes gave a damn about our actual feelings. Like, you had to pause it in order to like sit here and feel it before you
Right.
moved on to something else. Because look, these people, like Rosie,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just so shocked by everything.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I really wasn't shocked that came out her mouth for me, because when he won the case that was celebrated at the office, Then she brought Ozzy over, talking about, come on and talk to these people so you get back in the game. I'm like, didn't this man tell y'all he didn't want to do this no more?
And then there was a
Then he got to put
producer.
on this fake smile. Oh.
Yeah, and then there's a producer there. There's like, can I talk to you also, ma'am? I'm like, come on, are we serious right now, Jay? Nobody wins when the family feuds, Jay. You know that.
Yeah, I've said this before. I don't know if you guys remember. I actually think that Rosie has mental issues. There's been something wrong with her. There may be some trauma that hasn't been exposed. Where she is, as you say, Letitia, soulless, and it's just like you saying the wrong things at the wrong time. You're thinking the wrong things at the wrong time. You're just not. You're not well. You're not well at all. And for you to think that Jax won, that's a childish mindset at a funeral that you're burying your son. That is sick in my mind. It's very sick that you think like that. You know, you won. Okay, Jackson. No, what are you talking about, man? Like, that's what I would have said. What are you talking? Like, what is? I know Jax did it in her own, Jax way, but me, I would have. What are you talking about? Like, I kind of would have said a cuss word or something. Like, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about you and your feelings about him coming over my house. It's about Ozzy and us having to let him go. Him taking himself out. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. And that producer, I already know. When that producer's like, yeah, I'm from B&B. Yeah. Can I talk to you for a second? I already knew it was here we go. She's going to go and talk and give her own testimony and do a whole tell-all. If there's going to be a tell-all, which is not going to be told all, we know that, how Rosie does it. She's going to protect the legacy the best way she can because she's going to get money off of this. So she's going to tell a little bit enough so she can get whatever money because the cash cow is gone. Unfortunately, I don't like to say it like that, but we've been saying that he's a cash cow. She's not going to be making any more money off of her son. So you're going to make money off the documentary.
Miss Kara, I was pissed at the mom when she came up to her talking about you won. What did you think about this whole scene right here? You won? I still can't get over that. But Miss Kara.
I mean, it tracks for Rosie and the way she handled things. I was concerned because I thought we were coming to have a whole different conversation as to why you had my child over there in the first place. And then you was going to put him in rehab. And then he took himself to the high place. Like, I thought that's the conversation we might have. And I was like, oh, this ain't the place for that either. And no, you just want to be jealous because, well, I invited him over to dinner and he went over there. He's gone now. He's gone now. So like we said, who won? Now, what I did appreciate as a sidebar is Spencer standing there till Billable Bill got his ass on up the road because he was like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
And just kind of stood there till he left. I was like, yeah, Spencer, yes. Get out of here, Bill. This is not the time or the place. Nobody was getting their cues right. This is a funeral. We're not supposed to be talking about work. We're not supposed to be talking about who won and him coming to your house. We're here to either celebrate or mourn, whichever one you want to do. But, Rosie wasn't wrapped too tight neither.
Yeah, I said earlier, I just feel like this was bad timing for Bill. Like, bro, you cannot read the room. Like, we're doing this at a funeral, but, I mean, it's Bill, right? And as we talk about Kristen and Jax, now Jax approaches Kristen, right? Because Jax already got the intel from Daniel. Jax realizes that, Chris is not telling the whole truth. Like, who are you protecting? What is the true situation when it came to the cabin, when it came to Wendy, when it came to the whole shebang? Mo, what did you think about this record? Now, Kristen is crying because she's realizing, I can no longer protect the person who I was trying to protect. I got to come out and tell the truth.
Yeah, I think the way Ozzy went out really opened her eyes to how her childhood and parents is trashed, and she trashed too. She got stuff with her, but yeah, the parents definitely failed them. So I'll like, why is I'm protecting this dude? Like, why is I'm protecting my father? So She went on. Then we see her go to Sal and tell the whole shebang or what. Get him to open up. So,
Miss Kira, are you happy the truth
Y'all
is
gave us the whole thing about the dog for what? I guess that
uh,
was more about Ozzy and less about her. Because you over there taking out dogs, and I'm supposed to believe. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, she was sorry, and I'm sure she was sorry she didn't have over there to have her Narcan too. So yeah, I don't got much for Kristen.
Yeah. I mean, Kristen did say I'm sorry earlier. You know what I mean? Whenever they was leaving court, she hugged Ozzy. She's like, "No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything." And I feel like that was also the hug that Ozzy truly needed. Thoughts about the scene right here, Letitia?
I have nothing for Kristen. I don't feel sorry for her. I do think she needs to go to therapy, and she probably just needs to run away. And that's it. Because her parents don't mean her any good. And Rosie, she talking to Jax more than she talking to Monica, and that confuses me. If you really cared about your son, like what in the world? I don't get it. And then, and like I said, Kristen, I'm glad that Jax is still. She always keeps her lawyer hat on, and that she caught that slip of the tongue from Kristen. So she's like, okay, I knew you was lying. You didn't do it. Now who really did it? You know, let's talk about it because, girl, let's get to the bottom of this. At least in Ozzy's honor, let's really get to the bottom of this.
Jay, did you feel bad for Kristen a little bit, like even a smidge?
No. And you know, I don't feel sorry for somebody who knows exactly what they're doing and they're just covering and covering and covering and lying and lying and lying. So yeah, I get it. Ozzy's always been the apple of everybody's eye. I get it. You were never the center of attention. I understand, but you don't unalive a dog. You don't do all this extra stuff just to get attention. All right. Any kids watching, don't do this. Okay. Don't do this at home or anywhere. Okay. Any grown folks who still want the attention of their parents, don't do anything reckless to your siblings or to any animals. Okay. Because this Ramadan Muhammad is so dope because this is a real situation.
Yep.
Sometimes siblings can be jealous of other siblings.
Yeah.
Oh, you always treat him or treat her that way. You always favor them over me, right? Sometimes they say it, sometimes they don't, and sometimes they act out. Kristen acts out, has acted out for decades now. So do I feel sorry for her? No. Do I want her to get therapy, as y'all said? Yes. Should she sit in jail for some time? Yes. All right, as being an accomplice to a lot of different things, right? But she needs therapy more so than just sitting and rotting in the jail. What's that?
I said I think she'll get a deal.
Oh,
she set her daddy up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
when we get to that,
yeah, we get into it right now. In my Kevin Hart voice, it's about to go down. Now, speaking of Sal, like Mo said, Kristen comes to Sal. Listen, we gotta tell the truth. Sal says, "Listen, what are you talking about? Telling the truth? I'm the one that's been holding it together. You supposed to be protecting Ozzy, but you've been failing at that." And of course, I'm getting the whole flashback scene when Kristen was at the lodge or whatever, and she's getting her to escape. Ozzy's there, drunk, has a skunk. They need an Narcan to get him going back together. That's when she tries to escape. He shoots her, right? And then as he's talking to her, she says, "You know what? I'm going to tell the whole world about how y'all are horrible." That whole thing right there. She even spits on him, right? And then I really believe if she didn't spit on him, she may have lived. Cause he mentioned, you know, he mentioned, was it going to take to get you to stay quiet? But of course, she's not going to stay quiet. He offs her in the woods, smokes her to death, basically. Mo, what were you about to say?
Oh, when you said if she didn't spit, she might still be with us. I'm like, eh, because she's so adamant on telling Ozzy the truth about his family, about what actually went down, and they so bent up on trying to hide the whole situation or trying to, control Ozzy life that either it was in the woods or whatever, it was gonna happen. It was at their home, it was gonna happen. Something was gonna happen to her. They probably was gonna call somebody to beat her up like they did Alex. Like something was gonna happen to this lady because she was not willing to play the game with them. She was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Ozzy.
Yeah, and of course, Sal is basically confessing, but he didn't realize his daughter was basically also taping him. And that's when he comes to get arrested. And, she said, I'm doing what you always tell me I do. You saying I always F up. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Sal walking out, guilty, as charged, throw away the key, Letitia, to Sal. What do you think?
There's two things that I could never stand by, child. First of all, not your daddy calling you a B. I mean, he called her and his wife bees. First of all, I can't stand for that. But second of all, I mean, I'm with you, Monique. Like, I may not have unalived her, but I'm gonna tell you that reflex that got her spitting on me, though. I almost cuss right now. Woo, almost cuss. I'm like, that is the most disgusting, deplorable thing for somebody to do. Somebody spit on you. Are you crazy? You must be out of your mind. So she definitely would have walked away maimed if she walked away. But but I agree. They probably was gonna take her out. But Sal, it was actually a surprise that it was him because the way he talked normally, I didn't think he had it in him. I thought he was a punk. And here he is, punkless.
Compared to Rosie. When he's up against Rosie, he's
because she has that stoic.
Take out the equation.
I think that's just his role, just to play the simp of a husband. But here he is.
Sal was lurking in the shadows the entire time, Miss Kira. Thoughts about the scene right here?
Yeah, you can't FAFO. You can't be spitting on people. It's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. And she was extra spicy on up to the very end because not you got your head bust and you got pew pew and you still talking. Girl, please. I cannot. I cannot. And that's what happens, Sal, when you decide that you're going to be the smartest person in the room because you sat there and talked all that ish to your daughter, and now look at you, you're behind bars. But I did start to think about him. Somebody had put in my comments for the last live when we were talking about Kristen and how Kristen was feeling like unseen. I'm like, well, maybe it's Kristen and the daddy, since he probably feeling unseen too, even though he got his little thing on the side. But, that wasn't entirely accurate. She was more, at least from what they're telling us, complicit. I feel like she had a little more involvement, but I'm going to go with the story that they gave us, and we'll do it that way. But yeah, I hate to see it, but not really. See you later, Sal.
Sal is out of here, Jay. What did you think about this being the big surprise, Jay?
All this time we thought Rosie was the villain, right? All this time, she's soulless, right, Letitia? Oh man, she forcing Ozzy to do this. No, we met the real super villain at the end. This guy, see, this is a lesson. You gotta watch the quiet ones. You gotta watch the meek ones, because once you push them over the edge, they will turn into the demon time. Okay, and nobody wants that. So, he's the abusive one. Because the way he spoke to Kristen, bro, and as you said, Letitia, the bee calling them bees, this ain't nothing new. This is probably going on since she was super young. And that's why she's thriving and striving to get approval and be seen, because the way that they treat Ozzy is probably totally different than they treat Kristen, right? Especially him privately, probably talking to her all crazy, toxic relationship, trying to seek the approval of your no good dad. But he a G. When I say G, I mean like super gangster. Like, you popping off at the white lady, bruh. You just doing all types of crazy stuff. You gonna what? Put your hand over I mean, yeah, the spit thing, yeah, bro. No, don't do that to us.
Yeah.
As men, as men, speaking as a man, things will happen that I will not say because I don't condone violence. But yeah, she had to go. I mean, she had to go because she was not going to stop, and it just showed that she never really had respect for Sal at all. Well,
No.
she knew the truth. She knew the truth.
Yeah.
And when you know the truth, it's like you can't possibly think that I'm not going to say nothing. You know. So do we say that? What's that name? Sally, right? What's her name?
Sal.
No,
Sal.
Kristen.
the girl, white girl,
Kristen.
white girl.
Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy, thank you. I forgot her name. I don't know why. Wendy was right to say you need to get away from your parents and you need to fire them and we need to start all over and you need to get new management. She was right. Now getting popped at and just saying I'm gonna tell anyway. That was some Karen stuff, and you see what happened to you. Okay, so all Karens out there, be careful. Okay, but yeah, man, this was wild. Totally did not expect this to happen. Totally didn't. But I was very, very satisfied that he was caught and she did what Kristen did what she had to do. She did the right thing.
We love a good twist. And that's our
Yeah.
reason what God does. They give us these great twists. We think is that person. Like for me, the entire time I thought it was Kristen. I'm like, man, don't let them glasses and that little curly hair fool y'all. You know what I mean? Little
Right.
natural. But it was Sal lurking in the shadows, man. And you know, the thing about it, ultimately, the truth will set you free. As we transition on, we know that this couple right here, I miss you. I love you. Will I see you again? Probably not. Is this it for us? Absolutely. Kristen and Daniel are done, Miss Kara. Will you miss our favorite couple here?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care about that man getting no cutty. I'm glad it's over with. Like I said, we did the whole dog thing for what? We did the whole dog thing to be like my dad did it. Sure. Okay, fine. Whatever. And y'all over there on each other's phones and stealing. No, not upset about it at all. Good riddance.
Okay, okay. Jay, good riddance, right? We cool with not seeing this couple, right?
I was just glad that, Daniel at this point, he should have had the balls to let it go a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this needed to play out the way it did. And yes, good riddance, but I am going to miss kind of like the back and forth antics because, that was kind of like one of my favorite
Yeah,
parts when they was just going back and forth. Oh, go to the bathroom, give me a water. I think I got a cramp. Blah, blah, blah. That was I really enjoyed that scene with them.
yeah.
But yeah, Daniel, you already messed up, so you make sure you stay away. Will we see this happen again? Maybe down the line she gets therapy. I got therapy. Daniel, I want you back. That would be crazy. But I
Wow.
still think no, this gonna be a terrible thing. He should never ever definitely stay away.
Yeah, yeah. Stay away, indeed. Well, it's a little bit of a promotion for a certain somebody. Congrats to Bill. Apparently, he is officially partner now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear the sighs. Hold on, boy. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to you. Hold on. So Bill's officially partner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jax, yeah, sure. She gets on our nerves, but man, she really do bring in a whole lot of money. Jax is like, wait a minute, y'all didn't have a vote. Y'all didn't, inform me. Y'all are about to be a part of a whole nother group. Oh yeah, Jax. Well, don't worry, we're bringing you and Bill on. Really? Hmm. She storms out of the office. Of course, Bill chases her down. It's like, yo, Jax, I want you to know I went to bat for you. I told them, Jax, that they should stop treating you like crap. Jax is like, oh, what you want? A cookie? Then we have Jax getting ready to pack her things up. She is leaving. She is done. She's getting ready to start her own firm. The floor is yours, Mo.
Good riddance. To those partners and the bootlicker over there. Bill. I'm glad. I already knew this was coming, and I like how Bill was watching every single movement she made.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Like now, Now watch my dust. Like as I'm going on by my way, and they losing a big asset because she brings in billable hours, hella money for the firm, and she won her cases. So it's like if she don't feel appreciated and undervalued at the firm, like it's time to move on. And I'm glad she came. It didn't take her long. I mean, especially after when Corey came to the house and
Mm-hmm.
said what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad she moving on and forget Bill. It's not gonna bring your wife back. And I hope she
Yeah.
take all your money. I hope you pay hella child support and alimony.
Oh God.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Bill, he knows about that walk. You know what I'm saying? He's been with black women before. He knows about that walk right there. Jay, we about to start our own, baby.
I called it. I called it. I said this is what I want, and eventually, yeah, it's going to happen. I really want Corey to come back, so they could really, really go hard with this because, yeah, I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm gonna wait to the end to give my prediction. But I was very, very happy for Jax. I was very happy with the soundtrack that was playing because I was sitting there watching Jax look at her awards, look at everything she accomplished. I was like, go ahead, do it. Go get the box. Get up out of there. It's time. It's time. These guys don't give you no respect. They
Mm-hmm.
making moves without you. You're supposed to be a partner. They have no respect for you. Bill, it took all these years for you to have to tell them to respect me. Oh, no. No, 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 no. So I was very charged up for Jax. I was like, yeah, I was actually, to be honest, I was cheering. I was like, yeah, go Jax. You know what I mean? She's walking out, put the box in the car. I knew it was going to happen because she's the one that's bringing in the high profile cases anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, they're gonna make a little bit of change off the little cases, but it ain't gonna be as big as this Ozzy case. And it's gonna make Jax look good if anything, because now when people come to the firm, like, oh, what happened to the African American woman that won the case for Ozzy? Oh, well, she's not with us anymore. Oh, well, where is she? I want to work with her because she is so great. Well, she's not here anymore. She has her own firm. Oh, okay. Thank you. Goodbye. So they're gonna lose business. They're gonna lose a lot of business. Okay, they're still gonna make a little bit of change because of Bill, whatever. But I was happy for Jax. I'm rooting for Jax. I can't wait for the next season.
Letitia, everybody's gonna come to Jack's firm now when the news gets out that she's going solo. Your thoughts, please.
I was happy. Let me see you walk, 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 walk. And I loved how she moved literally in silence. She did not attend that celebration. She walked right past that celebration to go get her own box, packed up her things, and rolled out. She didn't have to be the quote unquote aggressive black woman or anything. She was done talking. Y'all did your talking, and now she's doing her walking. And
Okay.
kudos to her. Period.
I like the way you put that right there. Miss Kira, it's time, Miss Kira. We've been saying this, Miss Kira, from early in the season. We got to go solo. Thoughts?
Says season 1. Amen, amen. It's been time. It's been time. I was glad to see her do it. That strut was everything with the box out the door. Yes. Yes. That was all I needed to see. I was like, very good, Jax. Very good.
Nice, nice. Okay, so we are all happy that Jax is going to go solo. She's going to start her own firm. I can't wait for this right here to happen. Now, this guy right here, the one and only Lewis and Mr. C++. Lena comes into the office, basically talking about Sam. I just gave him a nickname, Mr. C++, but his name is Sam. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, Lewis got played. She's like, oh, yeah, you about to let Sam go now? Oh, I can't let him go. He got a kid on the way. Wait, what? He's always bragging about his Tinder profile. Tinder? Gotcha. Lewis has a plan. He has a device. He says, hey, tell him to decode this for me. Sam's comes to the office. Sam can't do it. Turns out Sam has been faking, been lying. Sam, you are officially out of here. Now him and Sam, they have a little bit of confrontation here, talking about Lewis and Sam. You know what I'm saying? And he basically tried to call Lewis, you know, a sellout. And Lewis is like, no, I'm not a sellout. I did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like I got these trainings, I got this background. I did climb this corporate ladder. You know what I'm saying? And you, on the other hand, you're a scammer, my boy. You got to go. Fire. Security, get him out of here. Get him out of here, Jay.
You're out of here, you buster. He's nothing but a buster, man. Yo, yes. Thank you, young lady, for telling us that he was bragging about his Tinder, that he doesn't have a kid. And I like how Lewis did it. Right? He said, send him this file, tell him to work on this, da da da. Oh, look, come in office. Yeah, I mean, I need you to open this up for me, da da da, and show me exactly what you did. You know, and he's like, oh, well, and he opened it up and nothing was there. He's like, yeah, you would have known if you would have opened it, Buster. So, man, he's a scammer. He's been scamming. He's been playing them. He tried to come with the whole lawsuit thing. That's right, Letitia. Try to come with the lawsuit thing. He's like, man, get up out of here, B. We ain't worried about that. You're a bum. You're a bum. You're trying to trick the system. You found a loophole. So what? You good for nothing. Yeah, you can go to another firm or whatever. But guess what? You know what? I documented every mistake that you ever made, son. And guess what? I'm going to send it to all the firms that you're going to try to go and apply for, son. So you think you got anything over on me? Nah, B. It's not happening. See, that's the New York style of what Lewis really said. You know what I'm saying? This is my version.
Don't ask for a reference either.
Right. That was, please. You ain't gonna get nothing. Look at that picture. Whoever took that picture, good job. He looking like a buster. And I'm glad that finally our guy Lewis got the balls and the W. We're gonna change that L and put it together and make a W, right?
Big dub for Lewis in the chat, y'all. Put a W in the chat for Lewis.
That's it, man. It's fine. I mean, we was waiting for this redemption thing because your man was losing all season. So I'm glad they didn't let him lose going into the next season.
Woo.
Good job, man.
Oh God. Miss Kira, you're not gonna miss Sam, are you?
Absolutely not. Nah. Hey. Goodbye. Get to step in. I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't have anything to do with Tony, but I'm glad Lena was like, baby, what? Girlfriend who? No, he be on the Tinder and not doing his work. So I'm just glad. And documentation, because he was trying to pull that one too. Like, you can't get rid of me. I can. And I just did. So kudos to Lewis. Sam took the L in this one. He got the L this time.
Yeah, a Mo on the Facebook dating app. Make sure you hit swipe to the left because Sam may pop up. What do you think about this situation right there? To see them sites.
I'm glad Sam's gone. Like, get him out of here. That's all I got. Like, everybody said everything. Like, I couldn't stand Sam. Like, he's the type of black person that I hate see coming my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I call him on your live yesterday, Monique? I said he is Sam the scammer, the slacker, the slick, and now the sacked. Okay?
Yeah.
Period.
Wow.
And I wanted to say too that
go ahead.
Finally, Lewis got a little sexy back. Finally.
Okay.
Stand on business.
That man was telling him, you in the house and I'm in the field, sir. Please just go.
Exactly. Go. But when he told him to get the F out his office, I was like, ooh, okay.
Oh, okay, Lewis. The ladies love an aggressive man, Lewis. We see. I mean, like Jay said earlier, Lewis been catching L's, man, all season long, and it was good to see him step up to the plate and tell him I did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as we get closer to the end, we get this montage of the entire scenario, right? Where everybody in this montage. We got Jax, you know what I mean? Open up her own firm. We got the mom here, which is absolutely horrible. If she's getting ready to do a tell-all book or go on a podcast or something like that to talk about Ozzy. We got the friend group here with Dr. Autumn Owens. Everybody excited about the baby. But you got Bill and Sally. Bill, I need you to be like a, you know, respect black women. I want to get back to that. I really do, Sally. And my God. My God. Letitia, thoughts about this whole montage of the ending. You know what I'm saying? They like to do this a lot of times on Reason Without with it, foreshadow a couple things here and there. What you thought about this whole montage?
I love how we got a chance to see that the baby was born, that the parents are happy and healthy, and the baby's healthy and all that sort of thing. I don't understand Sally, girl, jumping from, what do you call it? From, what is it? Skillet to, what is it? Frying pan? Something. I don't know. She just ain't in the right mood. Like, Bill is
How
not
the
gonna do
frying
anything
pan
good
into
for
the
her.
fire?
Yeah, that's what I meant. But they're like on a rebound thing. And plus, we don't, if your best friend doesn't trust Bill, why are you messing with him, girl? I don't
Mm,
get it. And the
mm,
mama, as much as, I mean, we knew she was shisty, but also knew she was gonna go in this route. And by the way, somebody got to keep the family fortune going, I suppose. So I'm so not surprised that
Mhm.
Rosie went this route. If you not going, you don't have, like Jay said, unfortunately, the cash cow anymore. Now she has to be the cash cow.
mm.
And she don't
Yeah.
care her husband go to jail, don't care if the daughter go to therapy or not, but she gonna be on that interview.
Mm, somebody got to pay these bills over, Miss Cure. Like, what do you think about this whole montage?
Let that mama restrict her own diet and give her own self pills and yell at her own self now, okay? Because now you got the juice, okay? Ugh, you hate to see it, but I guess since hubby's locked up, not that she's not also complicit. Because I mean, I digress. I'm glad that Autumn had the baby. Woo woo woo. Sally from P Valley, absolutely not. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You don't got nothing better to do? No time for self reflection. Where's your kids? Is the divorce finalized? Is his divorce finalized? Like, what are we doing? You just want to sit
Um,
down for a minute, or at least find somebody like you said that Jax don't even like him, and ugh, bad choices all around for Sally from P Valley.
mm, Mo, thoughts about Bill and the whole nine.
I don't have no thoughts on Bill. Like bump that. I'm glad that Autumn had her baby on her partner had a baby. And I'm glad to see Stewart farm is in effect. And we not shocked about Mama Rosie. She said, "Shoot, my bills got to keep being paid. Like I have a lifestyle to attain.
Mm,
Uh, like for real. Yeah, she go do the next best thing with the like Michael Jackson and all the rest.
yep,
Everybody continue Aaliyah. Everybody gonna continue to make money
yep.
off them, unfortunately. So it is what it is.
Hmm.
Not shocking.
Jay?
Plus, I was thinking also that this will be her, I guess this will be her, not payback, but her compensation since Sal cheated all these years, that she get to be free and reap
Mm,
these benefits.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, be
yeah,
free.
yeah.
Very interesting. Sally, not surprised. Full of just bad choices. It should be Sally Bad Choices, whatever her last name is, okay?
Mm,
Um and Miss Kira, you pointed it all out. Where's the kids? Where's everything? Is the what? Man, she just using this boy and he using her too. So they both users using each other for whatever. Being that Bill is now a partner, we may see him next season. All
I
right,
wouldn't.
because of all the lawsuits that people are talking about, he may be going against Drax.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, right? Happy to see the beautiful baby. Beautiful. That was beautiful. We talked about Rosie already. Again, that signage right there makes me happy to see Stuart Firm. I love seeing that. I was very, very happy to see her and the whole crew, and also to see Lewis as well backing up as so he should, So you guys pretty much said everything, man. And yeah, you're better off you make more money when you're unalive than alive, right? So Rosie gonna do what she doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, major shout out to Jax, getting ready to open up our firm. We're happy about that. We're moving in and all those things. And all of a sudden, my god! Oh god, the scene was a lot. The scene was a lot, y'all. All of a sudden, you know, we hear a doorbell. We got boxes everywhere, moving stuff in. We got Lewis, Daniel, Jax there. We see somebody in a black YN outfit with set it off braids, natural face. The one only Monica is getting to come in and bust a cap in either Jax, Lewis, or Daniel. We know that Monica kind of wanted some revenge because if we remember, she said in the parking lot, I think she said something like, "This isn't over, Jax," or something like that early in the season. But we didn't know it was going to be like this right here. We was not expecting an ending like this right here. Oh my God, Mo, talk to me. What did you think about this cataclysmic ending?
Kaboom! That's what's stepping wrong. It's Monica. She looks down and out, and I was like, "Ooh, what is going on here?" I mean, I know she ain't need no services, and I'm like, please don't tell me she about to do what I think she about to do." Like, it was like that deep. Like she blaming her for Ozzy unaliving like of himself. Mm. Girl, you lucky you she really gonna be in jail now. If she wasn't in jail before, after she said she was abusing him like since he was 13, this is you really need to go now. If anything, you should be in jail anyway. But I was shocked because like why? Like she has a mental illness. Everybody in that whole group has something mental going on. But yeah, I was shocked, and it looked like Lewis was trying to come from behind Jackson, get in front. So I don't know who got hit. It could have been Lewis. I don't know. Could be Daniel, or she could have missed. I don't know.
I still, I'm looking at this image right here. I still can't get over this. Miss Kira, what are your thoughts about this right here?
It's really bad.
The way I paused it, I was like, who the hell is that? I was like, oh, it's Monica. This is not going to be good. Yeah. Crazy times. We got a season 4, so we know Jackson's going to be all right. Even if she got hit, she'll be fine. If Lewis jumped in the way or Daniel, hopefully we keep both of them. That's all I ask. And you know, like Mo said, everybody needs therapy all around, and hopefully we'll see her. Hopefully she didn't do what DeMarcus said, because she need to go to jail. All right, I don't want you to take the easy way out. I need you to sit and think about what you did. Okay, think about what you did to Ozzy. Think about you standing up here looking like this, doing this. Consequences.
Letitia?
I mean, I feel the same as y'all. I mean, what are the statute of limitations for what she already did? I guess if they ran out, they definitely should get her for this weapon. And I didn't know who she was either. I was like, who? Like my mind was telling me, like, okay, I probably know this is probably Monica, but I'm like, that didn't look like her. I had to watch it a couple of times too. Like, what is happening? But she's so downtrodden. She don't have a life anymore. She don't have a life without Ozzy. So she a sad case too, but not that I have, you know, any I don't feel sorry for our snoozers, but I mean, child, nobody won in this whole freaking scenario. Everybody attached to Ozzy. Everybody effed up. They just don't have it together at all whatsoever. But I think that definitely if she gets Jax, I don't think she got Jax. I think she got maybe Lewis, and it might be touch and go for Lewis for a few episodes in the next season or something. And then we'll just see. Because ain't no way. Please don't let us get Stewart group, and then we can't have the Stewart group. So,
Wow. Jay?
Look at your girl, man. Them cornrows. Look, I've been saying it. This is the reason why I did my first reaction right after the episode. Okay, this was the total twist that just blew my mind. I was blown away. Did not expect it to happen because it's like, yeah, we're moving in, we're starting the firm, we're happy, and then boom, here comes this lady. I'm like, that's some great TV. And you're right, Letitia. After Ozzy, what does she have? Nothing. Remember, she said, I love you. So this was the love of her life with her sick self. And now he's gone. You remember seeing her outside of the funeral? They
Yeah.
didn't even invite her to the funeral. Of course not. Of course, they're not going to invite this pedo to the funeral. But she's outside looking at Jax, and Jax was trying to look away. Did you see that? Did y'all peep that?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
she like she had the anger brewing up in her. She's blacklisted from the industry because this is a high profile case. So everybody saw the case. Everybody saw the exposure of her. So she's not getting work anywhere. Okay. So who did she hit? Well, maybe she hit no one. Maybe somebody else popped her. You never know. We shall see.
She may have.
Who would that be?
She,
Eddie.
I'm
Eddie
saying it.
Kane.
I'm weak. Hey, she might have turned the gun on herself though.
Billable
I thought that
Bill.
too. I thought
Just
that too.
jokes. Just
I mean,
jokes.
Definitely not Bill.
That's what DeMarcus thinks too.
I mean, it's so many different ways. I mean, Daniel could have leaped in front of everybody in time. It could have been Lewis getting popped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many different ways.
Kristen.
Yeah.
You said
Well,
Kristen?
y'all, that wraps up this season of Reasonable Doubt. Man,
Yeah.
my mind is still blown from the ending. My mind is still blown about Ozzy. I'm going to go around the room. I just want y'all to tell me your predictions. Well, before that, I just want to tell everybody also thank you for coming to watch us these last 10 weeks as well. It's been a joy. It's been an honor to share the stage with all of these other great people that love Reasonable Doubt. So shout out to everybody in the comments as well. But as I was saying, I'm going to go around the room. You guys tell me your predictions about next season. Tell me what's going on with your channel. I'm going to start off with Letitia.
Okay, so yes, again, same. Thanks for joining us this season. I appreciate always being up here with y'all. We always have great discussions, and I love our integrated group because I love having the battle of the sexes with y'all. That's always fun. So my predictions. I definitely think we're gonna see Jax and Bill, or Jax versus Bill, in the courtroom. I expect and want to see Tony back. And I'm not giving up the idea that maybe she still is connected to Slacker Sam or Scammer Sam.
Yep.
Or maybe Scammer Sam has something to do with Scammer Chelsea and Scammer Eddie. I mean, I don't know. But I would like more of, obviously, we want to find out what is happening with Chelsea and Eddie. What is their end game?
Right.
And then, I mean, and then also, we're gonna get a wedding of Corey Cash. We're gonna get a Cash wedding. Let's see. But as far as my channel goes, yesterday we had a live panel for the recent episode of The Family Business. I also did my personal recap and review of The Family Business. Make sure you check those out as well. If you are a fan of Beyond the Gates, make sure you don't watch my shorts. I do a recap in 3 minutes or less. And I'm staying on top of those, so make sure you check those out. You know, I want to give a shout out to Miss Kira. She is almost at 500 subs. Make sure we get her there. She's less than 20 to get there. I wanted to do my own plug-in as well before the end of the year. I wanted to get to 500 myself, so run those things up for us. But let's get Miss Kira to 500 before the week ends, y'all. So
Yeah.
thank you again. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to all of the channels here. And thanks so much for joining us.
Yes. Make sure y'all subscribe to all the channels. Let's get Kira to that threshold that she's trying to get to. Miss Kira, you got the floor.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you, Letitia. Yay. Let's get there. I kind want Jax to be the one that got clipped, just to mix it up a little bit, But I'll take Lewis. It's like I said, as long as Lewis is still with us and Daniel's still with us, we want to see them progress. I need to see what goes on with Chelsea and Eddie because yikes. Okay, we need to figure that out. We want to see Corey Cash back. I'd like him to work with Jax on something. I mean, I guess I'll take a wedding too. And what else? That's really it for Reasonable Doubt. I'm curious to see what the case is gonna be next season, because this season I thought we were gonna have more to do with Tony since how it ended last season, but that was really wrapped up in like the second episode we were done. And now it's Monica. We know that's not going to well either. So I'm curious to see what the next case is gonna be. Like Letitia said, we did a family business panel last night, so be sure and check that out, as well as I did a weekly huddle, just talking about some hot topics, Hazley and that man, and a couple other things was streaming. I did a full season recap of Reasonable Doubt, so check that out and just keep your notifications on because I'll be here with something. And subscribe. Thank you.
Nice. Mo?
I did my solo review for this episode, the season finale. Check that out. And also I did the family business with the family business panel with the ladies. Wednesday we got sisters. And after I get off of here, I am going live with Tamika's Den. We're gonna talk about It, Welcome to Derry. So make sure if you into It, Welcome to Derry, make sure you just come on over and talk to us about episode 4. And the Power Book 4 Force, we do first reaction usually. I don't know about this week. I don't know. We will see. We're gonna see how this episode go, but yeah, I think that's it. It's just a rinse and repeat. And Barrel Air is coming up, so yeah. Look forward to that.
I understand. Jay?
All right. So, big week this week, guys. Make sure you lock in and vacate JTV because your boy's birthday is coming up. Letitia, I put something in down there if you can pull it up for me. I appreciate it. But yes, the celebration is going down this Friday, November 21st, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your boy's birthday, the 22nd and 30th birthday. We having the 80s, 90s theme, music, trivia, dancing. You're going to see these lovely ladies in their 80s outfits. You know what I'm saying? These fly girls. They're going to come as fly, fresh girls. Okay. And we're going to have an amazing time. All right. So definitely come through. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to be having some giveaways. So make sure you show up and make sure you stay for the party. All right. Cool. Other than that, yeah, we did Force, me and Monique. We did Force last week. We'll see how it goes this week, as you said. Oh, okay. And 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 definitely family business family. I go live with the family business first reaction, so definitely check that out. Thank you for running those numbers up as well. What else? Definitely did a Force live with Shading the City Girls. I'm Shading City Girls, so we had a good time with that. And yeah, man. Just keep your notification bells on, man. But yes, this Friday. Yeah, thank you. The over. See, so many shows. We're doing so many shows, fam. It's crazy. You get nothing but great content. Make sure you subscribe to each and every one of these great individuals, man, because they do a great job, and I do okay. Okay, but definitely come through on Friday, yo. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Kira over 500. Let's get it over 500. Let's get it to 5,000. Let's get everybody to 5,000, 10,000. You already know I got your back. I support each and every one of y'all, and I appreciate y'all supporting me. It's your man Vacay. Salute.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Trust me, y'all. It's not easy out here being a content creator like all of us do on this panel right here. So make sure y'all definitely hit the subscribe button, show some love, hit that like button to everybody. Again, I appreciate everybody coming through. Hit the like, everybody with all the comments. I appreciate that. I did my review, Reasonable Doubt. Be sure to check that out. Also did my review of The Running Man. I got my boy in there, Daniel Ezra from All American. Y'all know I used to do All American recaps, so I support my boy. So that is all for right now. We will be back again next summer, hopefully, whenever we get the show back. It's probably going to come back around summer, near fall, like they always do. But yeah, man, Reasonable Doubt, y'all. We're so glad y'all came through. Again, it's been an honor. It's been an amazing opportunity to share this panel with all of these great individuals, y'all. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We will catch y'all on the next one. We out.
Bye.